We've seen how we can set up ProTools to enhance an ordinary announcer. But what if the announcer is for a game or something where we really do want a lot of effects, and we don't just want the announcer to record, "Halt, who goes there?" in a normal voice. We want him to actually hear what it's going to sound like in the voice after we process it. Let's set this session up to do that. So here's my voice track, receiving as before. I'm using a bus, an unassigned bus, to send to this aux. So we covered this in an earlier movie, same process there. This time I haven't named my aux because I actually have a couple of different plugins on here, so I don't want to commit to a name just yet. And I want to show you that a bus send can be pre or post fader. It means, does it obey this fader or does it ignore this fader? Let me activate this track. And now you're hearing that double voice thing again. And if this bus is post fader, then if I lower the volume here, it's going to not send so much to the send. Let me jump back to normal volume. I just option click, and that sets it back to default. So let me do pre-fader, send, and then I can lower this and hear only the return. That's pretty distracting here. Here's what I'm getting at. If I take this pitch plugin and unbypass it like this, now you're hearing my voice processed. Put the money in a brown paper sack, leave it under the big tree. It's very ransom note kind of processing, but it's in real time. So if my announcer had to say, "Halt, who goes there?" it's much more effective. All right, I'm going to bypass that, and then unbypass this one. And now we have a kind of sound that you might want to use in the game with a flux capacitor or some such device. So let me unprocess my voice for a second. That's a way to set up effects in the queue in real time so that your announcer can hear the processing and influence their performance in a positive way. You could put the pitch on one aux, put the flanger on another aux, put yet another effect on another aux, and use different sends to control different send levels, all probably pre-fader so that you're not listening to the original signal, just the process signal. But I thought it was easier to show them to you all on one aux at the same time. Keep in mind that when you record this, there's no record button on the aux. So jumping back to the edit window for a second and moving these out of the way, this signal will be completely clean. And then when you do playback, jumping back to the mix window for a second, you'll want to copy this plugin over to the playback channel so that you actually hear and can export the processed signal. So why not just record it this way? I think the answer there is because recording them this way allows you a lot of flexibility to change it. You're not really committing to anything yet. Once it's on the audio track as a plugin, it's baked in and you can't change it later. So that's how to record it one way and then apply the processing later on when you're sure you like it.